What up, everybody?
Unsportsmanlike conduct, week 3, NFL week 3. It's here.
Hey.
We're back. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce. We all got it. Bree, you can take your photo now if you want to.
Yeah, it's all right. Too late. No big deal. But yeah, boy, what a weekend.
What a weekend. I'm just gonna let you guys know I had the best weekend of my life. No complaints, all tens, vibes across the board. I had a blast.
I'm happy for you.
I had a blast.
That's great. What did I do? What the hell did I even do this weekend? I made soup this weekend, even though it's still 80 degrees in California.
No, you can have soup whenever you want to. It's like an iced coffee. You can have an iced coffee whenever you want to.
Okay,
you can have soup whenever you want to.
Thank you.
Like, whenever you want to.
I was getting soup shamed. Everybody's like, it's too hot. It's too hot. Shut up.
For you?
I made that not new, but the viral TikTok soup, the gnocchi and...
Oh, like the Olive Garden soup.
Chicken. Yeah, the Olive Garden soup. Yeah.
The Olive Garden soup.
Bomb. So good.
It's good. My mom makes that stuff so good. Shout out to my mom for that one.
Shout out, Mom. So good. And then I watched arguably the stupidest football game the Patriots have played.
Okay, because you could have said that about 5 teams.
Yeah. Well, no, specifically mine. But there was a lot of dumb football. We certainly are going to be talking about that. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I put up 200 and something points in my fantasy league this week.
Wow, that's amazing. Cool. Congrats. I don't even know if I played starters on my fantasy team. I look at it maybe once a month.
Oof. Well,
I won, though. That's all I know.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Josh Allen was out there, and he was doing it for me.
Josh Allen. What a guy. All right. Shall we talk about the thing that everybody in the world is talking about right now?
I mean, the biggest pop star in the entire world that is now maybe in a relationship with one of the best players in the NFL. How can we not?
Listen, if you, as a football fan, were already sick of hearing about the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, boy, do we have some bad news for you because it's not going to stop.
It's never going away. Honestly, it will never go away at this point.
Never.
Even if they break up, it's a topic. The Chiefs, congrats to the Chiefs. I mean, they scored big with that one. They really did.
It's huge for them, especially, for a team that, like I said, people are kind of sick of hearing about.
Right. And not only have they been a front runner for a very long time, because when people are bandwagoning, finding teams they don't watch before, I feel like the Chiefs are a good choice to pick. Why would you not pick the Chiefs? So they have that. Plus they have the Swifties, and they're winning. Good quarterback, good tight end, coach with the mustache and funny. I don't know what else you could ask.
Those commercials are so good. The Andy Reid State Farm commercial
is awesome.
Crack me up every time. I'm just I'm glad she had fun. I'm glad she genuinely had fun at that football game because she probably went into it thinking this is a lot. The whole world is gonna know that this is a thing. I'm gonna be with his mom. And
I love that so much.
She just looked like she had a blast. The chest bump, I think, was the best part of the whole thing after Kelce scored.
You know that guy that she was chest bumping?
Who is
Cleveland. It? A Cleveland man.
Classic.
Of course it is. Of course it is. I saw one of my friends, he tagged the guy in the story and he was like, wow, this is your moment. And I was like, I he kept reposting it. So I'm happy for that guy.
I love that. Does he know that there's an NFL reporter who asked if he was Dennis Rodman?
He probably is aware. So yeah, no, he wasn't Dennis Rodman. He was a man from Cleveland, Ohio.
So stupid. Breaking news: Dennis Rodman and Taylor Swift were not chest bumping at the Chiefs game. Just for anybody that was confused. Dumb. But I think my favorite part about all of this is the Swifties who may not have been football fans before or not even probably known who Travis Kelce was until all of this. The tweets are so good. So good.
It's such good content. I know people are tired of it, but just give us something to look forward to. I'm sorry.
Listen, you can be tired of it all you want. It's not going away. So you better mute some words, some key phrases, something like that, because for as long as they are alive now, they're always going to be tied to this, and it's going to continue to get talked about.
They don't even have to be seen together ever again.
Nope.
No. It was so awesome. Just real quick, though, imagine being the Bears. You're already really bad. You're having the worst week ever.
Oh, no.
Each day, something worse is happening to your team. And somehow you have to play football with Taylor Swift watching you, the whole world watching you, and lose by how many points did they lose by? 30? 30 something?
What was it? 41-3 or something like that?
I think they scored a touchdown at the end of garbage time if you want to count it.
Sure, we'll give them the extra points. They could use it.
Tough week to be a
Tough.
Bears fan, man.
Tough. It's to go out and get embarrassed is one thing. To go out and get embarrassed in front of the biggest pop star in the entire world, that's tough. That's really tough. We need to break down this video though of them walking out because I have a few things to point out.
Okay.
First of all, the fact that Walter Payton's son is the one who captured this video.
Is it?
I'm almost positive.
Well, that's been a week, so
that right there is just hysterical.
Mhm.
The look Travis Kelce gives him as they start to like get in the camera shot is like, oh my God, dude, stop, you're embarrassing me. That's exactly, you can't tell me otherwise. That's exactly the look that he's giving. And then they almost look like they're holding hands.
But they're not. They're not.
They're
holding
not.
Hands. They're not holding hands. Oh, I wish they would have been holding hands. Do you think they even like met before that moment?
I think so.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know. The star of the show though, I think, is Donna. Regardless.
She what a day. What a day for Mama Kelce.
She had an absolute time of her life. She looked like she enjoyed every single part of that game. They had a great time.
I'm just, like good for her. Good for because I know, Jason has his wife and they've got the kids and the family and stuff, and she's probably like, all right, Travis, when's your turn? When are we doing this?
Come on.
So this is good for her. This is good. I'm happy for her. And yeah, I mean, she really did seem like she had a good time, and that's huge too. Meeting the mom that quick
on national television.
I do have a hot take about that though, and I want to know your thoughts. I saw a lot of people say it's too soon for like the meet the parents thing. I disagree. I think we kind of need to switch around the idea behind meeting the parents, because like my parents have met some of my past boyfriends and stuff maybe a little too late in the relationship.
I cannot say the same. I cannot say the same for that one.
Maybe a little too late, and had they met them sooner and I got their thoughts about it sooner, and maybe they were seeing some things that, through rose-colored glasses I wouldn't have been with them for as long. So I think the meet the parents thing should be a beginning of the relationship thing. Get the approval from the fam. See what the fam thinks. If it's good, keep going. If it's not, cut it off.
I mean, I agree.
That feels like the smart way to go about it. Not wait however long you think is an appropriate time to wait before you meet family and stuff. Like, I need my family's opinions like that right now. Tell me everything. I don't know. Good for her though. Like she handled it like a boss. They had fun. And then they went out afterwards, apparently.
In their little convertible?
In the little convertible, like it was a ending to a Grease movie, just driving off. And he reserved a restaurant. Like he booked
the whole
out
entire thing. Yeah.
And rumor has it they were affectionate but playful. Whatever.
I love that. I love those
whatever
words.
That means. Good.
I love those words.
Good for them. And I also saw that the whole Chiefs team was there. Is that right?
See, I didn't see anything about the restaurant, but that'd be nice. That'd be cool.
Seems like that was okay. So Carolina's saying yes. So the whole Chiefs team was there. Taylor Swift was there, which I'm assuming means.
Did she perform?
That's a good question. But I'm assuming that means like the other wives and girlfriends were there too. And I'm gonna ask the question that we're all thinking, but nobody has the.
No, she does not care.
I think she does. Does Brittany
so.
Mahomes is she a little jealous right now? That this not even just that she's with Travis or Travis has a girlfriend or whatever they are doing, but that the spotlight is not.
Yeah, but it's not on her anyways right now. Like she doesn't really get the spotlight.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I would like to be. She's like I would like to be friends with her. That's what I would feel like.
I would like to be friends with Taylor Swift too. That's pretty cool.
Right.
I don't know. I'm interested, but like the other wives and girlfriends, I would freak out if I was going out to dinner and my husband or boyfriend or whatever was on the Chiefs and it was just like a casual post-win thing that they do, and Taylor Swift is there. I'd be like, all right, honey, bye. See you later. I don't give a shit what you're doing the rest of the night. Yeah. I'm going to hang out with Taylor. So this is all fun. This is all really cool. Yeah.
Regardless, like what happens to them, I think it's a good situation for both of them.
It's very, very good for both of them. Mm-hmm. Relationship aside, just from a PR perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, Travis Kelce gained 300 million followers or something like insane.
300,000. Oh, Same thing. It's like it's good for his brand. It's cool for her. They look like they're having a fun time. People can get over it. I mean, she's the biggest star in the world.
And here's
and Justin Fields lost in front of her.
Or Justin Fields. But Caroline just dropped in our little chat 60% of viewership for the young women demographic. It went up 60%. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what the NFL needs, first of all, because you want to talk about a team that maybe doesn't have the best, or a league rather, that doesn't have the best track record at appealing to women, given all of the
right.
We've talked about it. That's huge for them. Mm-hmm. Huge. And stadium tours, like this is just maybe a Super Bowl performance in the near future. Not this year, obviously we know it's Usher, but maybe next year. Like this is huge for her. So good for them. Good for both of them.
All for growing the game,
Love it.
Whatever it takes.
Love it. All right. We could talk about this for literally the entire show, but we need some.
Yeah, I really could. I could have topic after topic after topic. All the conspiracy theories, like his outfit. Did you see his outfit? What the title of his outfit was? 1989.
That was strategic. That was done on purpose.
Yeah, that's when I get back to it. I'm like, all of it is going to end up so good because one, she's a genius, marketing genius. They know it all.
Oh my God, so smart.
And out of all the men in the NFL, Travis Kelce is probably one of the best prospects for her to go after.
He just seems like a fun guy.
Good at football, has a good time. I don't know what else you can want.
Well, given her history of partners,
he might be number one.
He's the complete opposite. She's finally with a tall guy. No offense to our short kings, we love you, but Taylor Swift's 5'11".
Yeah,
she's only been with short men. Every now and then, it's nice for a tall girl to be with a tall guy. That's all I'm saying. He's not Matty Healy, and I think that says everything it needs to say right there. He's just like he's her like golden retriever type man, and that's great.
Man. Like everyone probably has to hate it so much though. Like if you're not a Chiefs fan, and if you hate the Chiefs so much, this is probably your worst nightmare.
It's tough for me because I do not like the Chiefs at all.
I love everything about it. But I need something to root for and to hope for right now because I don't have much.
Football team's not doing that bad.
Well, yeah, they're not doing that bad right now, but like I've seen this story before.
It's true. That's true.
You just got to let it play out because you never know what could happen. You never know. You never know what could happen.
What else we got?
I want to talk about the best team in the NFL. Personally, I think they're the best team in the NFL. Till I see otherwise. The Miami Dolphins. I mean, they're doing it all.
Just like to put on record, the Patriots defense pretty much locked them down the week before, and I'm just glad they weren't the team to get embarrassed points. Like that.
No, 70 points.
That's bad. That's bad. And it's a whole the whole thing with McDaniel being a former Broncos ball boy when he was a teenager comes full circle, and he put record numbers up on the team that I'm assuming he used to be a fan of because he's from Colorado.
He was a fan, yeah.
Boy, that's got to feel good for him. But 70 points in an NFL game. Our dumbasses were sitting here a couple weeks ago saying, "Oh, defense is back in the NFL.
Offense is dead. Everybody sucks. No
Yeah,
scoring."
guess you're wrong
I don't
about
know.
that
Every
one.
game that I go to, it's like minimal scoring, and then this game you get 70 points. It was something funny that did happen in this game, though. They could have kicked a field goal. They should have kicked the field
They
goal.
should have.
They should have kicked a field goal. There was a FanDuel, like it was one of the boosts for the weekend, like a weekend special. And I think it was every team in 1 and 4 p.m. to make a field goal. And they were the team that didn't.
Brutal.
70 points and no field goals.
They should have done it. I mean,
they said out of respect. You know what? The Broncos should have had more respect.
Who cares?
For themselves.
Out of respect. I mean, you're already at 70. You might as well kick the field goal, tie the record. Like, what's the point at this point? You have your backups in scoring touchdowns, so it's not like they can stop anybody on the field. They obviously couldn't stop your starters. They can't stop your backups. Just do it. Just like, people are going to complain either way that you're running up the score. You might as well make it worth it.
You know, in my mind, I want to feel bad for the Broncos fans, which I still do.
For the fans,
you just won an NBA title, so I'm not going to feel as bad. At least you have something.
Stanley Cup final like a year ago, too.
Yeah, you got a lot going. The football team, probably not going to happen, but at least you got the other stuff. Rockies, no. Broncos, no. But at least you have basketball and the best player in the NBA. So at least you have that.
Silver linings everywhere.
Could be worse.
Maybe not on the field.
Oh, and you know who's not having that bad of a time? Russell Wilson.
Yes, it's the defense. Again, we talked about defense. It's the defense though. Like last year, I feel like their defense was good.
Yeah, and the offense was just like sucking it up everywhere. No, Russell Wilson's doing it. I hope he's okay. He takes a lot of hits online and on the field.
Wow.
Just saying.
Some of them he brings upon himself. Just sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. That's bad. That's tough to come back from. But luckily for the Broncos, they play the Bears this week. So if there was ever a need for a get-right game, this is the right team to do it against, because I don't know, man, about
the Bears have nothing going for them.
They don't.
Not one part of their game is working. Nothing on the field is working. Nothing off the field is working. Their stadium got broken into.
Their security system in the stadium's not working. Like,
nothing is working. You saw there was the newspaper article. You saw that, right?
I did. All F's.
Newspaper article. Chicago, a sports columnist was grading. It was the quarterback, the linebackers, like every position on the field, and the coach. F across the board. Not even a D- for any.
It's impressive to be.
Yeah, I just don't understand. They spent all that money. They went out of their way to try to improve their team in every part of the game, and nothing has looked better at all. Not one bit.
Nope.
And I just don't get it. I thought Justin Fields was going to have I wouldn't say like an MVP season, but I thought
it was going to be better.
He would at least compete.
I thought it was going to be better.
Sure, the play call could be a little different. They could put him in better situations. But at some point, you got to do something for yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So,
back to blowouts.
All I got.
Back to blowouts.
No, not our Buffs.
Our Colorado Buffaloes.
Okay,
Why did they get their butts kicked?
Not even kicked. Like that was embarrassing.
Yeah,
top to bottom, it was embarrassing.
Not good, and it looks a lot worse now that Oregon posted all of the content from pregame and stuff. Whoever's walking around doing their videos and whatever, a lot of trash talk from the Colorado side that did not age well at all.
I get it. I do. Like, they shouldn't have said the things that they did, but like, I don't blame them for being hype. The media hyped them up this whole time. Your coach is screaming at you, hyping you up this whole time. Every team is talking bad about you, and everyone is talking about you. They're feeding their egos. They're fueling them up. They already exceeded their expectations for the whole entire year, and then they just got a little carried away and got wrecked on national television.
Ugh. Yeah, not good. You got 35-year-old Bo Nix out here doing that to you. And man, the funniest part about that whole video is Shiloh Sanders literally saying he's going to beat everybody's ass, including the coach.
Including the coach.
Come on.
I mean, yeah, they didn't even put up a fight.
It's tough. It's tough. Hopefully.
And I get it. That was like their best competition that they had to go against so far.
Yeah, now they have USC this week.
I thought that kind of loss was going to be sooner than we got. So
it makes USC against Oregon too, but
USC looked a little weak against Arizona State.
Did you see the helmets that Arizona State was wearing?
No, didn't watch the game.
They're like the maroon of their colorway, but when the stadium lights
and they get like the gold color looking,
like gold. It was sick.
Yeah,
I was cool. I was mesmerized.
They always have good uniforms. Their field always looks great. Shout out Arizona State. Shout out Madison.
Shout out Madison.
Madison. That's all we got.
I am interested to see how Colorado bounces back this week because again, USC's defense maybe isn't all that great, but their offense, if they couldn't stop Bo Nix, I don't know how they're going to stop Caleb Williams. And the worst part about it all, it's a 9 a.m. game for me. Tell me why.
Tell me why. Coffee. You'll be fine. Get a coffee. Get a bagel.
I mean, I'm up anyway. I wake up at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning every day. Can't help myself. But what if this was the day that I was going to sleep in? What if I went out Friday night, had a little too much to drink, said maybe I'll sleep until 10 today. I missed the whole first half. So dumb.
You want to do another college football game that needs to be talked about?
Yeah, I need to talk about this.
So, living in Ohio, get a lot of Ohio State fans. I was at a bar watching with a lot of Ohio State fans, actually. And I don't really care win or lose, but when you're there with them, it's fun. Everybody's cheering. Everybody's having a good time. These fans were going through it. I heard F. Ryan Day. He needs to be fired by tomorrow. He was one play away from potentially losing his job.
And then
he was one defensive player on the field away from losing his job, actually.
Also, Notre Dame. It happened to them twice, back-to-back plays.
Twice.
What the fuck are you doing? Dumb. But then after the game, Ohio State wins. Whatever. Good game. That was like a good classic football game. A lot of running the ball. It was good.
A very Midwest football game if I've ever seen it.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. That's an excellent way to put it. But then Ryan Day does what you expect an Ohio State football coach to do. And he just says something that makes him even more unlikable than he was to begin with. And he goes after Lou Holtz, who, if you don't know Lou Holtz, he's 86 years old, former Notre Dame football coach, who in like a pregame show or something was asked how the game's going to go. And he answered it how an old former football coach of a school playing another school would answer and say they're soft. They don't have what it takes to beat us. This is a really good Notre Dame team, blah, blah, blah. Like just the stereotypical stuff that you would say about a team that you used to coach at the ripe old age of 86. And Ryan Day really took that to heart. He really did. And, coaches have the interview after the game on the field. Hey, how did you guys manage to pull it off? Whatever. First thing he says, where's Lou Holtz? I hope Lou Holtz.
In bed. The man's been in bed for hours. He probably fell asleep before the second half. He's not listening, right?
He's not. He probably doesn't. Poor guy probably doesn't even remember what he said.
No, he probably doesn't.
And I feel bad because it's funny. It's funny. And I feel bad laughing at Lou Holtz. But he genuinely probably doesn't remember what he said. And
was he that wrong, though? No.
I mean,
I don't really think so.
Just for Ryan Day to go in on him like that. Man.
Screaming, by the way. Screaming. His face was red from screaming.
He was truly so angry. I understand you just want to say we heard all the talk and just glad we can come out of here with a win. That's fine.
Lou Holtz, F you. Get out of here. We won in spite of Lou Holtz. No, my question for this is, when did he have time to see it? Who showed him that? Why are you watching that?
I
don't know.
I just don't
don't
know. I just don't know
either.
I feel like it's par for the course though for somebody who was buddies with Urban Meyer and all that stuff. Like this is something I would expect Urban Meyer to do, so it makes a lot of sense that Ryan Day is doing it too.
Yeah, he was like right under the wing, so now he was on third base and he's screaming from there. He almost lost his job, by the way. He really did.
I believe you.
He was one play away, and they barely scored. Great game, though.
It was a really fun game.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really fun game. And the Notre Dame quarterback, all the hype on TikTok, all the girlies are right. It's a good-looking dude, but the best part about it is they say he looks like a Hallmark Christmas movie character who's going to save his family's failing Christmas tree farm. And once I saw that TikTok, I could never look at him the same.
He 100% does.
He totally does. Mm-hmm. And that's my case for why he should win the Heisman right there. It has nothing to do with the actual football part of it. It's because of that. And he deserved that.
I agree.
So that's that on that. Shall we get into our recap of week three? Week three.
A
couple weeks in and I'm already losing.
I know, it's going so fast already. Week 3. It's been a little exciting. This week was a little more exciting than the weeks before.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not my game, but I feel like every other game was pretty good. We had Gardner Minshew out here winning football games.
Oh, he did.
Filling in for Anthony Richardson. Good for him. Mm-hmm. Love Gardner Minshew. Happy for him. Andy Dalton playing football, starting football games.
He's playing.
Man. Poor guy, too. I mean, I feel like all things considered, the Panthers played pretty well in that game. I just, there's only so much you can do with dear old Andy Dalton. And then Miami. Obviously, Miami did what they did. And
Looked great.
Following that up, should they be the favorites to not only win the AFC East, but be the AFC representative in the Super Bowl? Is Tua going to win MVP? Like, they're on pace for all of this.
Yeah, let's talk about AFC.
Maybe an overreaction, but
no, let's talk about AFCs. They should definitely be the favorites to win the AFCs. I mean, like they obviously are, until we see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah,
but who's to say they could put up? I don't think they could put up 70 on the Bills.
Listen, I hope not, because I have the Bills defense in fantasy, and I'm in that weird spot where I'm thinking about, do I bench them and just pick up somebody else for the week? Because I'm scared. I saw that, granted against the Denver Broncos, but I still saw it.
Oh, you saw it.
And I'm a little worried. But my thing with Miami, and I'm going to say it again, like offense very clearly are good. They are very good, but their defense is still a little sus, and I'm a little unsure about that. And can offense carry them throughout the next 14 weeks? What even is the math there? Is it 14? That's a lot. That's a lot, especially it seems like Tua's figured out the whole tuck and roll thing to avoid bashing his head on the turf. But again, 14 weeks is a lot of time. Is this sustainable? Like, I don't know. But I do think they should be the favorites in the AFC East for sure at this point.
Yeah, until we see Sunday, but I don't even know if that's going to change at all because, like we're saying, who's to say?
Who's to say? I don't know. Tua MVP, though, is that I have a case for and against it. Against, obviously, being Tyreek Hill. I think he's more
carrying a lot.
And I mean, it's no secret that I don't like Tyreek Hill. So this is, when I say this, I mean it. Like, he's MVP caliber player right now. He's got the running backs. I mean, 4 touchdowns each.
2
the other day.
Yeah, he has 2 running backs. Not just 1.
So I don't know. There's a good case for Tua, but I can also see why not. And again, it's only week 3, so who knows? And then we go to the other AFC East teams.
Well, it could be a lot worse.
It could be.
Patriots. You could have wins. You could have 0 wins, and that sounds not very fun.
No. When I tell you that football game between the Patriots and the Jets on Sunday was some of the dumbest football I've ever seen. And I've watched every Patriots-Jets game over the last couple of years. This one is up there. My God. Good for Zach Wilson, first of all. No turnovers. Good for him. He had a safety. Do we count that as a turnover? Depends.
I mean, we're not going to count it as a turnover, but I mean, it's
not a good play. Not smart. But
not the best. Could have ended a lot differently.
Didn't throw a pick. So good for him. Also, the Patriots defense is very good. I want to say they pressured. I read this today. It's the first time they've done it since 2018. 68% of the Jets' offensive snaps, they had pressure on the quarterback from the Patriots. First time they've done that at that high of a number since 2018. Makes you feel a little good about where the direction of the Patriots defense is going. Patriots offense, on the other hand, Pharaoh Brown scored a touchdown. The only touchdown for the New England Patriots. Happy for him. Good for him. It was busted coverage. That's why he was so open. But it's fine because it resulted in points. If he's the only person scoring touchdowns on your football team, that's a problem. They were in the red zone like 3 times, 4 times, felt like 50 times. And like, I thought the Bill O'Brien experience was going to get off to a better start, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It still feels like they're trying to figure it out. And the first 4 weeks are an extension of the preseason, whatever the hell Belichick wants to say. And I get that. Cowboys this week is my biggest issue. And it makes me feel a little bit better that the Arizona Cardinals did what they did. But
I mean,
Dallas Cowboys.
I have a lot I want to say about the Cowboys because I hyped them up a lot. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah. I don't think that they're bad. I think they're still very good. They're still very good. Like, I don't think they're bad at all. But
they're the Dallas Cowboys.
The Cardinals.
They're due. The Cowboys every year are due for a dumb loss like this. And this, maybe a couple, but this was the one where good for Josh Jacobs, good for the Cardinals, because we truly did not think they would win a game. And they beat one of the teams that people consider a top 5 team in the league right now. Mm-hmm. So good for them. I hope the Patriots fare the same way against them next week, but I don't. I'm a little nervous. But the biggest story around that stupid football game has nothing to do with football at all.
Oh, Mac Jones time.
Mac Jones he's got his name circulating again for allegedly doing
being
something.
A dirty player.
Dirty. First of all, after this segment, I'm never talking about this again. I don't want to talk about Sauce Gardner's nuts any more than I already have. This 2.5 days talking about it. I'm done. So this is it. I watched the video, the one that Diana Rossini posted, which is probably the best angle we have of it. He hit him probably right where a belt would go. So it wasn't low enough.
I love how we're like slow-moing on to where he got hit.
Stupidest.
Why this is even a topic. I mean, yeah, if you don't want to get hit there, I guess. It doesn't look fun. It doesn't look fun.
Listen, I'm not saying he's wrong for not wanting to get hit in the family jewels. If I was a guy, I wouldn't want that either. But let's be serious for a second. First of all, aside from the fact it looked like he just like tapped him in his stomach after asking Sauce to help him up, like sticking his hand out to get helped up, and Sauce like brushed it away. Stepped over him and brushed him away after he got thrown down by CJ Mosley. Let's just get all of the context out there. He like tapped him in the stomach, and they both said like Mac said, like, hey, good job or nice job, probably in a sarcastic, douchey way, I'm sure. But that looks like what that was. So, like, that lines up with what they both said. For Sauce to say he had to ice his giblets after.
He said that?
He's apparently so, because I've seen it everywhere, and I don't
think. Does that help? Does that help? I don't know. Like, can someone let us know if that helps? Someone help us
let us know.
If you get injured there, does icing help?
He said he had to ice his nuts, and that Mac Jones was trying to make it so he could never have kids.
He said all those things?
Be serious. Please.
That's a little funny, though.
Please.
Oh, my God. If I were an NFL player, though, I would be excessive like that, and I would say stuff like that, too. I would say
and then the video he posted to try to, like, make his case.
Find me?
Sir, I can't see a goddamn thing in that video. Okay,
but what are your thoughts about everybody else quoting it and replying? And they're like, oh, well, he did this to me. He's a dirty player. Yeah, we know about Mac. We know how he acts. It's not one. It's like,
I'm not going to sit here and say he's an angel. You know, the spikes up on a slide, sure. The gator roll against Brian Burns, like, okay. I didn't think that one was as egregious as the other one, but, like, I get it. I'm not even a real big Mac Jones fan, so I'm not, like, going to the ends of the earth to defend him. But if you watch the whole play, like, yes, he was aggressive because he was never down. It was just the whistle blew, and he kept going to fight for more yardage on a QB sneak. And CJ Mosley obviously did not like that and grabbed him by the neck and body slammed him. So it's not like he's the only one out in this situation that deserves a little conversation to be had. But, like, Darius Slay coming out and saying, oh, we've been new what Mac is like. Like, come on. I mean, for somebody like that too, like, he's a vet. Like, there's been a good amount of dirty players in the league for as long as Darius Slay has been in the league. You're gonna point out freaking Mac Jones as the worst of them. Chris Long too. Chris Long, top 5 dirtiest players. Okay. He gets cheap shotted all the fucking time.
I feel like freaking people are putting Minka on that list right now. I feel like
that's ridiculous.
I think that's a lot of unnecessary hate. You know he didn't do that on purpose.
There's no way. And his explanation was perfect. Like, it's Nick Chubb. How do you expect me to tackle him, first of all? Second of all, why would I try to do this intentionally ever? Like we said,
it just sucks for everybody, you know, because no one ever wants to get hurt like that. No one ever wants to be the one to hurt someone like that unless you're not even gonna go there.
Yeah, it's just so dumb. Like, I just need.
And I'm sure he feels awful.
Yeah. I can imagine. It's the good news is it's supposedly not career ending,
just MCL.
So, which, if you were to tell me that right after it happened, I would say you're lying, because it looked like his whole femur snapped in half.
Oh, it looks so awful.
So that's the good news. But, like, the whole dirty player conversation, like, if you want to talk dirty, not like that. If you want to talk dirty players, if you wanna. Oh, listen, that's a different podcast, I guess. If you want to talk dirty players, we can sure talk dirty players. And yeah, Mac Jones has done some things, but an overall dirty player, I don't think so. Like, I think it's, again, and I don't even really like the guy, but I think there's a lot of, like, Patriots bias in there too. So he's no saint, not my favorite, but if you're gonna just be over dramatic about everything, I'm gonna tell you you're being over dramatic. And this has been blown way out of proportion. So that's all I have to say about Sauce Gardner's man parts. I'm done.
Man, it's just something every week. There's some kind of funny story. At least we're getting entertainment from it. I don't know.
I appreciate him for that. Like,
but can we go back to the Cowboys for a second? This is not gonna be Cowboy slander. So don't anyone think it's gonna be Cowboy slander. This is more about Josh Dobbs. I know. I'm sorry. I know. I'm not gonna say mean things about the Cowboys. I just want to talk about the Cardinals and the game. I just want to say congrats to them for winning, because I doubted them. I didn't even think that they would win the single game. Josh Dobbs, I am so happy for him. He's having a blast.
Yeah.
However, he couldn't get his own jersey in the team store. They had to stitch him one, which makes sense. Why would they carry the jersey? You know what I mean? They only carry a select few. They have the station where you can get it. He had to go in there and they had to make it for him.
Oh my God. He just got added to the team, 5 days before the first game? Something like that. Man, poor kid. I'm good for him though, because he's been, I feel like, a third string for the last however
very long
time
time.
In the league. What, 6 years, 7 years, something like that?
Very long time. Yeah.
I'm happy for him. And then the TikTok afterwards.
So funny.
Cherry on top. Such a good job. Did Micah Parsons? First of all, Micah Parsons has a podcast.
Well,
everybody has a podcast now, but I don't know.
He's entertaining. Micah's very entertaining.
Heard or seen anything about it up until I saw Josh Dobbs' TikTok is what I'm trying to say.
Well, he also had a clip about Tyreek Hill this week too.
I saw that too, and he has Tyreek's jersey hanging behind him.
If it's one thing, Micah Parsons is going to entertain the crowd.
He's gonna
entertain. Like when that toe comment. Did you see the toe video?
No.
You've never seen the Micah Parsons toe video?
I don't think so.
Oh my God. Okay. So
it sounds like I'm glad I haven't.
I don't know what show he was on. This is it might have been on ESPN or something live. And they said, "What's a fun fact about you?" And he goes, "I like toes." And someone's the guy's "You like feet?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Listen, we've said it before, we say it again. We don't kink shame here.
We don't. I thought it was a great answer.
But
really
national
took us for a turn. Hey, at least he knows what he likes.
Well, good for you. Own it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
At least he knows what he likes.
Oh, man. What's going on with the Baltimore Ravens?
They have 3 players on their roster.
Every year
they're injured. It never stops.
I feel so bad.
And they make do with what they have, but it's just not enough.
And Tucker missing a field goal I never thought I'd see the day.
How far? 61 yards?
Yeah. I mean, it's norm for him to make those.
Right.
But
they probably wanted him fired that day.
Oh, man. But I feel like more so that game was the Colts, Gardner Minshew.
No, I will say, I was really down on the Colts. Why would I not be, though?
Right.
Mess, no running back. Don't know who the quarterback was going to be. I was really down on them. I said that they were going to win 5 games. And everyone is commenting on that little schedule prediction. They're "Oh, did you see they just beat the Ravens?" I was like, I did see it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I watched it. Thank you.
Couldn't have missed it. My bad, guys. I'm happy for you, though. I'm happy that you guys are winning.
Everybody else in the AFC South, though, is
messy.
Messy is a good word.
Yeah, probably what I would say for them.
Jacksonville.
Inconsistent.
Jacksonville, man, what the living hell?
They're trying to embarrass us?
Is going on. On the opposite side of that, Houston Texans. Nice job.
A little interesting.
Pretty good.
Little interesting.
The point where I may be picking up a receiver.
How many points did they score? 37? 30 something?
34, something like that.
30 something points. Yeah, good for them.
Pretty good. And then the Tennessee Titans, you saw firsthand.
Well, I didn't even see anything from that team.
Ugh.
I didn't even know if Derrick Henry was on the field. You couldn't tell.
Derrick Henry today was put on the trading block in my league. That 3 weeks in. 3 weeks in and Derrick Henry's on the trading block. You say that to somebody 3 years ago, they'll be like, "What the hell? You've never played fantasy football in your life."
I want to make a running back comment, but I don't want people to be mad at me.
They're going to be mad at you either way. You might as well
I know,
just
it doesn't
say
really matter. Running backs, love you, respect you.
Mean it.
But none of them are doing anything crazy and or good right now besides Christian McCaffrey. None of the ones complaining are even playing.
And the Dolphins boys. But yeah, that's it. That's it.
James Cook is 3rd in the league with rushing yards. Good for him though. But Like,
yeah, it's tough for the contingency of people who think, oh, the running back should be valued more.
I mean, they're valuable, but I'm
not to where they want to be, not to where people want them to
and
be.
that sucks because they go through a lot of stuff. They put their bodies through a lot of things. If I were to ever play football, I don't think running back would be my first choice.
No.
But sometimes
Also, because I'm not fast enough, not athletic enough.
Yeah,
to
yeah, I
be
wouldn't
running
even
back
stand a
anyway.
chance. But I was good at stuff.
If I could do all that stuff, I would probably want to be like a receiver.
Yeah.
Quarterback, obviously, but running back, maybe not. I don't know. But what else? The Jets. Talked about the Patriots, but now it's time to talk about the Jets. No nuts involved here. But there are teeth involved. This poor man.
Teeth involved. Hey, I don't blame him. Don't blame that man at all.
No, not at all. Zach Wilson and the Jets offense as a whole was playing so bad to the point where there was this old Italian-looking New York man who was screaming, and it was caught on the cutaway camera before they went to commercial. And he was in the middle of telling them to get the F out, and the bottom teeth, which they obviously were like some sort of like denture or something, just popped right out. And he had to like catch them almost. The New York Jets are so bad that people's teeth are falling out. That's, if you were to ask like for a barometer of how the Jets season is going so far, that's what I would tell you. They're making people's teeth fall out. That's how bad this is going. But I really do. I know I make jokes about him all the time, and like I laugh at his expense and everything, but I truly do feel bad for Zach Wilson.
I do too.
In this situation, because obviously the Rodgers thing was a freak accident. Nobody expected that to happen 3 plays into the game, let alone at all. He went into the season thinking Aaron Rodgers is my savior. He's going to come take the brunt of the New York fans, the NFL fans, the New York media.
Yeah, he's going to chill, get his first round paychecks, show up, go home,
just
see his girlfriend, do it all over.
Live life as a backup quarterback. And it's a pretty good gig. Poor guy got thrown right into it right away.
After they spent an offseason clowning him, his own teammates clowned him. His coach threw him to the side. And now he's expected to be the guy. It's just not going to happen.
They can't. I know the Jets season was pretty much lost when Rodgers went down, but they still beat the Bills. And I don't put a lot of stock in that win, but like a win is a win. It's, if you want any sort of anything to come from this season, though, it can't be Zach Wilson. I don't know who it's going to be. There's quarterbacks that are certainly available. I saw something about trading for Kirk Cousins, too.
Honestly, okay. I have an opinion on that. Would be okay, is my opinion. It would be okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would win some games.
Yeah, I think so, too.
But I just think that's a waste of their time.
If
the 40-year-old quarterback is going to come back.
If you're expecting Crazy Man to come back in a timeline that fits being ready for next season, just tank. Get a good draft pick. Maybe get a nice offensive lineman to put there to help said quarterback, because their offensive line is not very good. Like I said, Patriots got 68% pressure or whatever the crazy number was. But aside from people's teeth falling out, you got Jets legend, Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer, blah, blah, blah. Joe Namath is saying Zach Wilson's got to go. Get him out of here.
And I hear him. But do you have a better plan?
He's not wrong. I just know it would hurt my feelings a lot if the most beloved, storied person in my franchise's history
hates you,
was saying it's time for me to get fired. I should lose my job. I would cry. I wouldn't know because Joe Namath does a lot of like New York media stuff. I wouldn't know what to even say to him if I bumped into him like at the facilities or something like that. Like, hey, Mr. Namath, you still want me to get fired? Poor kid. But they kind of did it to him. They set him up for failure they drafted him. So nobody's to blame but the Jets themselves. And the Bengals finally got their first win.
The Bengals got their first win. I will say, like I told you before this started, I had a great time there.
Love that.
It was one of the best times I've ever had at a football game. Everyone was nice. Everyone was nice. It was a really fun like atmosphere. The night game was really cool. I think that's what really did it. Everything they did pregame, everything that they did during, it was a really great fan environment and it was really cool.
Yeah.
Which takes a lot for me to say.
Yeah, right. The white jerseys, I don't know.
You don't like them?
Not crazy about them.
I think they look really good.
They're cool. I don't know.
I think they look good. I like the helmets. Everything. I liked it.
Yeah. I guess when I think of like a snow tiger, I don't think of the Cincinnati Bengals. Maybe it's just I'm so conditioned to see them in orange that it was so different. But they wore them last year too, no?
Yeah, they did.
I don't know. Something about them. I'm not as gaga over them as everybody else. I don't hate them. I think I still think they're cool, but
they're just not the number one choice.
Yeah. Yeah. The Titans or is it the Titans or the Texans that are wearing the Oilers?
The Titans.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, those look really good. I saw a lot of those jerseys on Sunday, actually.
They're sick.
Yeah.
Beside the point. Anyway, Bengals won. That's cool.
Bengals did win. Yeah, it was ugly for all parties. So I went to an NFL game and I bet for 4 touchdowns to be scored between Atwell, Puka, and Joe Mixon. And clearly that didn't happen. We got 7 field goals. They took away the first touchdown. I think it was out of bounds, but whatever. That would have been cool. Joe Mixon did score. But
yeah,
man, it was a lot of field goals.
Not great. But I guess, for a not 100% quarterback.
No, he's not near 100%. I didn't even think he was going to make it out of that game. Like, he got tackled by Aaron Donald once, and I didn't think he was going to get up.
I didn't think he was going to play.
Yeah, I don't even know if playing is the best option right now.
But
hey, he made it out of the game. Gonna move on to next week.
He made it out. They got a win. You were there, but you watched the week before. The double Monday Night Football thing.
Don't like it.
Me either. And we have YouTube TV because we have Sunday Ticket, obviously not being in a market where we can watch the Patriots on regular TV. So YouTube TV has the multi-view. And so we do that, but they also do the split screen on the broadcast anyway for 5 minutes at a time. And that's ahead of the broadcast that we get itself. And this is the stupidest thing ever. Also, for them to start an hour apart.
You can't even do like 2?
It's so dumb. I'm glad
I'm not a fan.
Not an all season thing. Hopefully there was enough. There's got to be somebody on like their research team to see like, okay, should we do this next year? Hopefully there was enough negative stuff being said about it to where they say, okay, no. Yeah, stupid football though. We watched that this weekend, and we also just have a stupid football team in general. And this is
oh my god,
this is my time to shine right here.
There you go.
I am well known to be on the Fire Brandon Staley train. I'm the conductor of the damn train. We gotta do something. You're up. I think they were up by 4 at this point. On their own 34, 35. 4th and something, 4th and medium. You go for it. On your own 25. 4th and short, 4th and 1. I could see going for it. The chances that you get it are I feel better than not. I need him gone. I need him gone yesterday. Kellen Moore, has already shown me enough as the new offensive coordinator that he can take over. Brandon Staley's got to go.
Staley's got to go.
I said it last year. I said it the year before. He isn't going to make it to the end of the season. And I mean it this year. And again, if he doesn't, I'm chaining myself to SoFi Stadium and I am protesting.
Oh, no.
Because I can't. And now Mike Williams is out for the rest of the season.
That one hurt real bad. That's one of my favorite players.
Fucking love him. And it's just
it's always the people that are the best players with the best personalities, some may be excluded, that are getting hurt, and it sucks.
Especially with the Chargers, it's always something. Mike Williams and Keenan Allen are two of, in my personal opinion, some of the most fun wide receivers to watch in this league, especially with Justin Herbert as a little trio right there.
Mm-hmm.
If one's not hurt, it's the other. And sometimes they're both hurt at the same time. And it's just the worst.
It's going to take away from us.
And poor Herbie, man. Just when you think they maybe have it figured out, they start 0-2. They barely beat the freaking Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Staley craps his pants again.
Are the Vikings going to win a game?
Who do they play this week? I feel like they play somebody not good this week.
Well, that doesn't mean anything because
it truly does not mean anything. But I like their chances.
Where the F are they at on here? They play the Panthers. Okay, so they should win this game. They should win this game. If they don't win this game, you trade Kirk Cousins.
You have to, because Justin Jefferson he's not going to be happy.
Wasting away.
Poor guy.
But I mean, I don't really think it's...
Speaking of wasting away, Devontae Adams too. For him to say, I'm running out of time or whatever the hell he said after Josh McDaniels did head coach Josh McDaniels thing.
No, yeah, bad. See, this is the thing with the Steelers. Are they good or are they getting lucky?
All I know is Najee Harris may lose his starting job this year.
He definitely will.
This kid, what's his name? Jalen Warren?
Yeah.
Good running back.
Good.
Shifty, quick. Najee, I saw a tweet that says Najee looks like he's running with jeans on. Like, it's just not, it hasn't been good.
That one is outrageous.
Kenny Pickett every now and then again can show that
he's okay.
He can be all right. TJ Watt is obviously the MVP.
He's great. He's the only awesome. One out there doing it.
He's awesome. And George Pickens, George Pickens is good. Just throwing his body around like a fish trying to block his quarterback. I freaking love him. I don't know if I would say the Steelers are good, but I don't think they're not good.
They're good enough to win.
They're in that weird limbo.
Yeah. And they have, Mike Tomlin, great. Regardless, they find a way somehow. It's just like in their blood. It's like Steelers blood. They're always going to win a game somehow. They're never going to go out sad. And they'll always be competitive. Except when they play the 49ers. But that doesn't really matter.
49ers. All right. We need to do a little bit of promo here. So, FanDuel Sportsbook, we are expanding. Another state, here we come. Kentucky, we're coming for you. Good old bluegrass and everything. And we're going to play a little trivia game. Just like general Kentucky trivia, because I'll be completely honest.
I don't know anything.
I don't know much about the great state of Kentucky. I know KFC. Horses.
Bourbon.
I
And you
like
put
that.
the grass on some NFL fields.
Good music too. Bluegrass I like bluegrass music. Pretty much it. So we're gonna do a little trivia. I've got a couple questions to ask Gabb. Gabb's got a couple questions to ask me. And
I'm not gonna know any.
We're gonna see how this goes. You wanna go first? You have them pulled up?
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay.
All right. Hit me with it.
How many national championships does the Kentucky basketball team have?
5?
8. They
8.
got a lot.
You-
They got a lot of good guys. A lot are from a long time ago, like
Yeah.
way early. But I mean, Kentucky basketball players, a lot of them in the NBA.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
Kentucky produces over 95% of the world's supply of what type of alcohol?
Whiskey. Bourbon whiskey.
Bourbon. Yeah.
I knew that one.
Now this one, I like this one. This one's funny. What casual steakhouse chain has its corporate headquarters in Louisville, Kentucky, despite having the Lone Star State in its name?
Texas Roadhouse.
Woo! Love
They're
some of those
frauds?
rolls.
They're
What?
frauds? They're
They're
not actually
frauds.
from Texas.
They're frauds.
No.
The butter, though.
Oh, man.
Delish.
So good.
Wow, look at you. You got them all. Well,
I didn't
I
get the
rounded it up.
close enough.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Got one for you.
Oh, great.
Who is the famous boxer born in Kentucky?
Muhammad Ali. Louisville, man. I was seeing all this stuff there.
Good one. These are so damn easy.
You say that, but like, I don't think so.
This one, if you don't get this one, we have a problem. What's the famous fast food chain that originated in Kentucky?
KFC.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry. I was just thinking about that Brittany Mahomes clip. Sorry.
We can't. Which former president I guess was born in Kentucky? I didn't know this either.
I don't know.
Gotta think a little bit of a ways back.
Bill Clinton?
Oh, wait.
I don't know.
Longer.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Lincoln.
He was born in Kentucky?
Apparently, I thought he was from Illinois.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Nice.
Going off what the internet tells us, I guess.
Hey, I will say, though, when I was in Kentucky for the Derby, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Had a good
seems
time.
dope.
Yeah, I had a good time.
All the hats and the gallantry and of it, it seems really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, if you're from Kentucky, I'm sorry. We don't know more about your state, but we're learning.
I know Donovan Mitchell played basketball there. Not for the blue team, for the red team.
Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
We know that stuff. But FanDuel Sportsbook's coming to you, so we have a lot to celebrate. Maybe with a couple bourbon shots. That'd be cool. And then I think we got all of our housekeeping out of the way with that. So I think we are done for the week.
Yeah, that's about it. Another fantasy, we'll put a link up, Daily Fantasy. You guys can join. Free contest. Win some money.
Yeah. Have you won any yet?
Absolutely not.
Me either.
I finished 351st out of 700 some.
Yeah, mine was pretty low too.
Yeah. Could have been worse.
It throws me off though that it's just like the 1 o'clock and the 4 o'clock because I'm like,
yeah,
this Sunday night matchup. Let me put him in here. Can't do it.
Can't bring him in.
So I need to readjust my strategy here. Maybe this is the week I'll win $1 or $2.
$1 or $2.
Aim low. And that's it. We will be back next week. We're into October next week.
A little scary if you think about it.
A little scary, but best sports month of the year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So we
got some playoff baseball coming up.
Basketball and hockey are coming back.
NBA.
Oh, buddy. So we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place.
Mm-hmm.
Take care.